I'm live again Sunday morning. I got a couple minutes, and yesterday afternoon, I got my copy of $100 million leads. I'm super excited, um, and it couldn't have happened at a better time because just this last Friday we did an amazing Ask Me Anything with Trevor and Josh, which that replay is going to be available. I think Monday or Tuesday, right around there. What does that have to do with this book? What does that have to do with anything? And what does that have to do with the title of this live? Hey, agency owner, are your leads bad or are your leads crap? Let me talk about said topic and see if we can connect some dots. First, if this is your first interaction with me live, can grab the chat, say hello. I would love to answer any questions that you have. My name is Sam Carlson, one of the co-founders of UpHex. And we've got a lot of really great channel here geared towards agencies who are either promoting a traditional SMMA model or converting their SMMA agency. You can't say that twice. Say it, SMMA agency, because the A is the agent. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Into a SaaS. So in any case, if that's you, welcome. We're excited to have you. The channel, the Facebook group, our free course are all there to help you learn. So let's get to the topic here. $100 million leads on page 185, right? There's this drawing of this guy on a hamster wheel. Now, if you've done this, if you've run the traditional SMMA model, you know that this is what happens to you right when you get to about customer 15 to 20. You start doing this cycle. Okay. I did it for several years before I fixed before I kind of figured it out and fixed things. It's not perfect. There's a couple of things that I feel like will help you guys jump forward if we know a couple things. Okay. So if you've ever had a customer say the lead quality is bad, and that happens enough times, you start believing it. First of all, 9 times out of 10, that's not true. But there's a couple things. Page 185, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is where we're talking about it. Okay. The first one is the product isn't good enough. Now, if you're an agency, what does that mean? It means that your niche isn't narrow enough. Or in other words, so when he says problem number one, the product isn't good enough, he's saying what you do isn't good enough. Well, why isn't what you do good enough? Well, for me, in my own experience, and when I see other agency owners, the reason their product, okay, isn't good enough, or in other words, the reason that their leads are not as good as what maybe others are claiming or their users are saying, is because they're very broad. That is, if you want to know the number one killer of agencies, of businesses, of products, is they're created for categories, not sub niches. Okay, I've got lots of videos where I talk about the difference between a category, a niche, and a sub niche. But problem number one is, if you're getting feedback that your lead quality is not good, the question you need to ask yourself is, how specific is the offer and how specific is the avatar to whom my ad is speaking? I'll give you an example. In my agency, which focuses chiropractors, if we focus on chiropractic generalized or core services, so that's the adjustment, things like that, we get a decent flow of leads at a decent cost, but the lead quality is garbage. Why? Because if you know what the price is of gas on any given Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what is the incentive to go get it now today? My wife literally she sent me a text message, says, hey, I've got $1 off per gallon at this gas station all the way over there. I didn't want to go, to be honest with you. She really wanted me to go. So I drive over to this station and fill up, because the moment in time, okay, that I can take advantage of this offer was just that day. So urgency, scarcity gave me the right price. But that is the problem with commoditized goods like gas, or in this case, like chiropractic. The only lever you can pull is price. Therefore, it becomes a commodity. Therefore, it becomes incredibly challenging to create qualified and good leads. Okay, so that's problem number one. Solution number two, and it's funny. Sell better customers. I love it, which leads me into going more narrow. But even it's narrow inside narrow. And what I mean by that, and in his course, his most recent course, he talks about an exercise that he did where after being in business several years, they did an analysis of their top 20% of customers and what were the things that they all had in common. Well, that is the exercise: sell better customers. If you have people that come on and with the exact same tool, some of them thrive and flourish, and then some of them flounder and fail. Is it the product or is it the prospect? You tell me. Um, After going through our own database, we found that we couldn't take anybody that was doing less than 20 new patients, excuse me, per month. We couldn't do anybody that was only chiropractic. They had to have other specialized or another, they had to have sub niches in their business. We couldn't take anybody that didn't have at least one employee. If they didn't check off those boxes, they don't even qualify anymore to become a customer in my agency. So sell better customers. It's going to make your life a lot better. And those who pay attention. They're going to be the best customers. Then this one is good. Okay. Set better expectations. If you have a narrowly defined offer audience and you pick the best prospect within that audience, the best way to build your agency is on top of a successful and very good onboarding call. And an onboarding call is broken up. Okay. An onboarding call isn't a singular event. I shouldn't say onboarding call, an onboarding system where it starts with what happens immediately after the sale, then what happens before that, then what happens on the onboarding call, then what happens at several checkpoints during the first 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. If you get people to love what you're doing and you deliver the outcomes that you're talking about in that first 3 to 4 weeks, they're going to stay for way, 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 way longer. So, that's what we're talking about today. 9 times out of 10, you don't have bad leads. You have prospects, and if you do have bad leads, it just means that you need to get more specific with them. That's it for today. I have a question, Jeff Green, general question about UpHex. Is one price to add UpHex for all my Go High Level sub accounts or per each sub account? Good question. We are priced to grow as you grow, which means that for $97, you get 3 sub accounts. For $297, you get 10. And then once you get to number 11, it is $497 in perpetuity. So if you have 11 accounts or 1,100 accounts, it's just $497. It is not per sub account. So hope it helps. Awesome. You guys have an amazing Sunday, an amazing weekend. And by the way, if you're not in a group, if you haven't got our free course, in the description below, we've got links to all of that. If you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber. I'd love to have you. And have a great weekend.